So I don't know what y'all know about any of this shit because I didn't know. Like this goes all the way back to the Control verse, I think, and probably before that, because there were a couple of ciphers that Kendrick did, and who he was talking about. Nobody
We're
really.
starting out with the rap beef.
Oh, we could cook on some other shit.
We're
Oh,
starting
nah.
out with the rap beef.
You gotta explain it because neither of us are really invested in it. So you gotta
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll explain it. So I don't know a whole lot of the deep lore, but allegedly this has been going on for more than 10 years with shots going back and
10
forth.
years, dude. This to me, it's only been
Between
going on for like a
Kendrick and
month.
Drake, there's been shots going back and forth like 10 years, right?
Oh my
I don't
god.
know. I don't know all the deep lore behind it because I never knew because I don't listen to Drake. So I don't know the shots that he been sending, and I
Right.
never really listened to a whole lot of Kendrick's catalog like that. Like I know a lot of the shit that he's done, but I don't have all his discography like just on repeat shit. Like because I like Griselda, I like all that type of shit. That's more my speed. If I want something like Kendrick, I'll listen to that every once in a while, but it's not something I do a deep dive into unless I'm really trying to get into that kind of mode, and I haven't been in that mode. But so recently, I don't know what happened or what sparked it. Was probably like I guess J. Cole and fucking Drake did this song where J. Cole said that it's we the big three, it's me, Kendrick, and fucking Drake and shit.
Right.
And I guess Kendrick before that, I don't know, an album ago or some shit, he said some shit where don't mention my name unless it's the goat behind it. Cause like nigga, like
Oh,
don't
so
say my
that's just
name.
being cocky. That's just
What's
being
being
arrogant.
cocky. However, like right after that, a couple months, I don't know how long after that, Like That drops. Like That is by Future and Metro Boomin. And Future and Metro Boomin have been beefing with Drake for a while. And so they finally fucking, like Drake's been beefing with them. He's been talking shit a lot. And no one ever responds. And I guess that's what's been happening is that no one ever responds to Drake. And Drake's just been throwing shots at everybody for a while. And so Metro Boomin and fucking Future dropped a whole fucking album.
See, I don't even know
All
who
of the
Metro
people
Boomin is.
you've been throwing shots at. Metro Boomin is a producer. He makes beats.
Okay. That makes sense. Metro
Yeah.
Boomin. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they drop Like That. It on Like That. No one was expecting it. Kendrick just comes out of nowhere and gives fucking both J. Cole and fucking Drake a fucking verse. And like everybody went wild. J. Cole drops a verse. Drake don't say anything yet. J. Cole drops a verse. And then J. Cole backtracks and is like, yo, my bad. I'm sorry. And then on the next, we still don't trust you because the album was called We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. And then they dropped a second album called We Still Don't Trust You. J. Cole got on the fucking song on that album. Everybody still dissing Drake. J. Cole was trying to keep it peaceful. And everybody was like, hey, yo, I don't know why J. Cole did that. That's kind of weak. He been saying he's the shit. He wants people to fucking come challenge him and shit. It's time. Steel sharpen steel. Spit that hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let's go. Everybody battle. Like, it's gonna be the battle of the century. You know what I mean? Because everybody's expecting J. Cole and Kendrick to go back and forth, and it wasn't J. Cole. It's fucking Drake. And Drake comes out with some shit. And he does it twice. He comes out with, I think, 2 tracks dissing Kendrick and like addressing everybody essentially, right? And still nothing from Kendrick for like a solid 3 weeks. And then yesterday and the day in like a couple, like 4 or 5 days ago.
No, like what about
out,
all the shit that's been going on all this month or like all last month?
So that's all last month. That's Like That. That's Metro Boomin in Future.
Okay.
And that's Drake's response to that first one. And then Rick Ross jumps in that shit. Like everybody. ASAP Rocky comes out of the woodwork. Everybody comes out of the woodwork. Everybody who Drake's been dissed or whose girl he's fucked, like they come out of the woodwork dissing him on fucking.
I did see the fucking Rick Ross made a fucking album with fucking Aubrey's old album cover. Fucking
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, that shit was wild. So that shit happens, and then Kendrick, bro, like Kendrick drops Euphoria, right? He drops Euphoria, and that shit. And if you don't know, Euphoria is a show about teenagers fucking, essentially, is what it is. Like I
Like
haven't
drug
watched
addict
it.
teenagers,
Like
yeah.
getting it in. Like it's about
Yeah.
that shit. Drake produced that shit. And so Kendrick named his song Euphoria.
Of course he would.
Of course he would. Exactly. And so in that, Kendrick is like, yo, you try to get a cease and desist for like that, but I like back to back. Matter of fact, I'll get back to that. And then a couple days ago, Kendrick drops 616 in LA back to back. So he gives 2 follow-ups. Like he gives 2 songs for Drake back to back, just like Drake did the Meek Mill shit, which Drake mentions and shit like that. Mentions Pusha T, mentions how, you know what I'm saying, he ain't really the best dad, all this and shit, all this and that. And there's more with the whole, like, you might have some sussy pedophilic fucking allegations that I'm gonna throw at you, but we gonna leave that aside. Like, I'm trying to keep it hip hop. And Drake said some wild shit, mentioning his family. And then so right after that, not even a whole hour after Drake responds to both Euphoria and 616, it's called Family Matters. Not even a whole hour goes by, Kendrick drops Meet the Grahams, which Graham is Drake's last name. It's Aubrey Graham, and he writes letters to his son. He writes letters to Drake's mom and dad, and he writes a letter to Drake's unknown fucking daughter that's 11 years old that no one's known about. And then he goes in on Aubrey. He goes in on Drake about how Drake be doing some fucking shit with kids.
Yes.
And how he's got fucking sex offenders in his camp that he keeps around his son and all kinds of shit. And how it's a whole fucking thing. And how about the embassy, which is his fucking mansion, is going to get raided soon, like Puffy's did. Right?
Hell yeah.
And now today, not like 2-3 hours ago, maybe, I don't know, because I woke up at 7 o'clock. A couple hours ago, Drake drops another fucking track, bro. And it's wild. It's called Not Like Us, bro. The shit is just getting wild. But the whole Euphoria and 616s were bait. Because Kendrick was like, I know you're a master manipulator. I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to say. You don't have to go there. We can keep it hip hop. You know what I mean? We can keep it cordial.
He's telling you, like, if we want to go there, we can go.
But if we want to go there, we can go there. I know you're gonna want to go there though. And Drake took the bait, and he made the other track called Family Matters, and he went after everybody, but it was mainly for Kendrick. And he tried to say that Kendrick's beating his wife and shit, and that he's not there. He's a fucking he's a souvenir dad. Like, you know what I mean? He's not really in his child's life either and shit. That's why he lives in New York, and that's why he fucked a white girl, and he's trying to be all like a revolutionary type shit, but he's not really on that like type thing. Try to hit him in that way, and it was like. Kendrick was like, I see you falling for my trap card, and fucking got his ass, bro. That shit was wild. It's just been a roller coaster because no one wasn't expecting it, and no one was expecting it to get this deep, this fast. Like everyone was like, "Yo, finally, we're getting a fucking sparring match, like whoever's supposed to be on top in the game right now in hip hop is like we're finally gonna get like a championship fucking bout." Something that we haven't seen for a long time, and it's just gonna be on wax. And then shit has been slowly like going off into a space that nobody expected. And so you got Drake stands being like, "Oh no, this is all mid, it's bullshit." He's not really saying he's saying the same shit that Pusha T saying, da 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 da. And you got Kendrick stands like, nigga, kind of doing the same shit, not giving Drake his props. Drake did go in. I'm not gonna lie. Drake had like his responses.
Who was the one who apologized? It was Jermaine Cole who apologized to Kendrick.
Jermaine Cole apologized to Kendrick. But now everybody, because of all this new shit, everybody's backtracking like, yo, all right, my bad, Jermaine. Like, we didn't know shit was gonna go south like this. We glad you did bow out because you maybe saw the signs, or maybe you made a call. Somebody made a call and was like, yo, no, these niggas actually hate each other, bro. Like, you can hear it in these songs, bro. They fucking hate each other. Like, it is just getting deeper and deeper, bro. So I'm interested to see on where it goes from here. Like, and I'm not gonna say that it's just full disrespect. Like, no, they both are spitting. They both are like fucking. It's mad disrespectful, but
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Fucking Drake's been a piece of shit ever since started about from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah,
and then once we found out he was grooming fucking Millie Bobby Brown.
How many others too? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And then it's 100% proof that like he don't write any of his own goddamn bars.
He don't write none of his shit.
He don't
was
write
like,
any of his goddamn bars.
That was one of the biggest lines.
Fucking,
hold on. That was one of the biggest lines. Drake was like, oh, so it's a 20v1, nigga. Like, Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums, nigga. Like, some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It's the 20v1 because everybody got on fucking Future shit and was dissing them. So he's like, oh, shit. Oh, and he's trying to, he's got his back against the wall, throwing shots at everybody, trying to handle the whole situation. And fucking Kendrick flipped that shit like, no, it is a 20v1. It's not a 20v1. It's a 1v20 if I got to fight with that right with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole bunch of writers.
Yeah.
And also, Kendrick, Daylight, right? You remember Daylight, battle rapper and shit?
Shit, dude, maybe.
Yeah, he's got the Spawn face tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Kendrick in the Like That fucking verse, he says, yo, best work is a light pack. Daylight came out of the woodwork and made a fucking Drake diss, talking about, yeah, I wrote all your shit. I even wrote that shit that you diss fucking with. What the fuck, bro? Da. And so that gives like a whole nother layer to the whole your best work is a light pack bar. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. Kendrick knew this whole time. This nigga is a fucking, it elevates it. But yeah, go ahead and continue. Drake is a piece of shit. This is the most I've ever listened to Drake. Is this battle. This whole fucking smorgasbord of shit that's going on right now.
See, dude, I won't even entertain that. Dude. I even have people that say fucking Drake.
It's entertaining, bro.
Drake got the best beats out of all the shit, dude. They're like, who cares if you got the best beats, dude? Like, battle rap ain't about.
It's not about your beats.
It's not about your beats. It's about what's being said. Yeah. It don't matter what can be fucking. It don't matter if you can fucking shake your ass to it in a club,
yeah. And that's what a lot of people were trying to go by. It's like, nah, he made better bangers because you can listen to this shit anywhere and it's fire. Like, yeah, nah, you can't listen to. I mean, you can if you really wanted to, if you're brave like that, but you can't listen to Meet the Grams.
No, but
hey, in a public setting because that shit gets real deep real quick.
When Taylor Swift and Katy Perry were beefing, that fucking Bad Blood fucking jam, dude, and the remix had K-Dot on it, dude. Like, that's a fucking banger, dude. Like,
I didn't know that they was beefing like that. I had no idea.
That's what that whole Bad Blood song is about.
That song is fire as fuck, though.
That song's a banger, dude.
I like. Over real shit. I fuck Katy Perry though. She got some.
I fucked some Katy Perry too. I was like, why are both my wives fucking having
beefing right now, yo? And like that just goes to show you that everybody be beefing in the industry. We just don't even fucking realize or know because we not fans like that. You got to be fans of the deep lore. You know what I mean? Like you got to be in it.
And like,
I had no idea.
I always thought I was the only person that didn't listen to music like that until I met Dalen here, dude. That like,
yeah, I don't know any of this shit.
Oh man, bro.
I'm not that good at music.
It's all good. I just love hip hop. That's all. That's my only excuse. That's why I know the hip hop beefs and shit because I study that shit. I study the fucking battle raps. I love it, bro. I'm locked in.
It's just a lot to follow.
It can be, unless it's like this where it's just like it seems like it's out of nowhere. Then you find out it's not, and you can go
You
back
just
and do
told
that.
us that this shit's been going for 10 years.
Yeah. I'm saying, but like,
it's not a lot to follow.
no, it doesn't have to be, because you can just start from right here and go forward, and that's all that matters. Because what's being talked about isn't anything that's like 10 years old. Yeah, I mean, it's not all those shots. It's all the shit that's happening currently.
Dalen, did you hear about the? I'm pretty sure it was Meg Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj shit going on. It started out as Twitter beef.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I didn't know.
What exactly did they say? Like, who said what to who? Because I know Megan said. At first I wasn't sure if it was Megan Thee Stallion. I thought it was somebody else that does sexy rap or whatever. And at first I know it was like Nicki Minaj said something about like, you didn't start fucking sexy rap, dude, fucking blah blah blah. Even though like I was telling Jeremy, it was all like, we all know Lil Kim,
Foxy Brown,
started that shit fucking way back in the day, you know, like
Foxy Brown. No, not even
Foxy Brown, yeah.
Not even Foxy Brown. I feel like there's probably one or two others that were before Foxy's time, but I don't think they were really rapping like that. I think it was like they just kind of. But that kind of
there was
for a long time.
There was Salt and Pepper that were doing sexy rap, and there was all sorts of motherfuckers doing sexy rap in the 90s.
Yeah, but not like as explicit as Foxy and Lil Kim though, because they took it to
right? That's. You never heard a whole fucking Salt and Pepper album, dude. You only heard the radio.
Oh yeah, I've only heard the radio.
You never
all right, I'll give you that.
Album.
I'll give you that. No, I've heard TLC, but I don't really feel like they was rap like that. There was a singing group. I feel like more than they was a rap group. That's different.
That they always left eye to do the rapping, right? So like they always did sing. It was like T-Boz and Chili. They always did the singing and shit, dude. And then they always
left guy would come in and hit him with the verses and shit. Yeah. Okay. All right, but yeah, no, like I didn't know that Nicki was going at Megan though. So what's the deal?
Dalen probably knows more because he's actually a person that goes on Twitter.
I don't know anything about it like that. I just heard about it.
But Megan said something to Nicki about her husband, dude, like being like.
Well, Nicki's husband is like a convicted pedophile or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So, but something about that.
That's what I wasn't sure about. It was like
your husband can't even be seen within 2 miles of a school, Joe Rogan. You need to calm down. And they live
across the street from a school.
Yo.
So there's that.
That's even more fucked up. God damn. In defiance of the law. Shit. So I don't know how deep that's gotten. I have to look that shit up too. Because Megan Thee Stallion is that bitch though. Like she's that girl. She's that woman. She is fire as fuck. God damn.
For a number of different reasons too.
For a number of different reasons. Yes, indeed.
If you look at her Instagram, you can see why. That's all I'm gonna say. But
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I know she be cosplaying and she's into the whole shit, bro. Like, and that's awesome.
Nah, she's a legit nerd too.
Yeah, it's awesome to see someone like her, who is a hip hop artist and who's fairly fucking big, and who's a fucking beautiful black woman, be as big as of a nerd as she is.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't exist. It's just that someone in her position
on that level just before
it's super huge. It's super huge in wrestling. There was them two black gals. They did the fucking fusion. They did the fucking fusion dance on I don't know if it was at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's like Disney on Ice. During
what happened on Disney on Ice? I'm always backstage at Disney on Ice.
So last year when we were doing Spotlight, they were like, "Yo, so was it Moana, the Hawaiian one?"
Yeah, Moana.
One of the Mauis. There's two different Mauis. One of the Mauis has this thing with one of the fucking dancer, like the skater girls, where they do the fusion dance, and she doesn't even know that she's doing the fusion dance because he comes out,
funny.
they do the thing, and he does the poop and she does it with him and shit. He like fucking taught her how to do it, and they do the fusion
That's
like
so
every
funny.
fucking Disney show. Yeah, that
Oh
shit's
my
dope as fuck.
god. See, like I never see the show, but I hang out with all the actors. You know, like I never see the show, but I hang out. Like if I saw that part of the show, dude, I'd be geeking out with the fucking whoever does the big. Is it the big dude in the fucking big ass suit that does it
Yeah,
with her?
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god,
It's Maui. Yeah, the god, dude. Yeah, he does it with it.
that's so fucking fun.
He does it
Oh
with one
my
of
god.
the side dancers. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, bro. Like he was like the spot guy was like, all right, watch this. This is gonna y'all fans of DBZ or anything. I was like, yeah, fucking right here, bro. He's like, all right, look, he's gonna do the fusion dance with this girl right now as soon as he comes out, and he fucking did that shit, bro. And then like for that whole week, I got to see this fucking fusion dance, and no one was the wiser unless they were fucking little kids that like DBZ shit. That shit was great.
Dalen, you went away. How did you feel about Megan the Stallion twerking with She-Hulk?
You know what? I wouldn't have done it myself, but it's like, it's whatever.
I feel like all the people that were getting banned about it ain't never read a fucking She-Hulk comic. Because She-Hulk, I'm pretty sure She-Hulk has the most bodies, like sexual bodies out of
I
like
don't
anybody.
understand why they're so upset about seeing
Huh?
Megan Thee Stallion doing that. I mean, it's Megan Thee
Oh,
Stallion.
you think you think Megan's at fault for?
No, I said I don't understand why people are so mad about seeing Megan Thee Stallion twerking.
Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah. How about
Because
like?
they're
Like,
like,
there's a meme. There's
this,
a meme. There's a,
this
that's,
bothers my meager sensibilities of what I think these
So,
comic people
so
should
Jeremy,
be doing.
they
when
had
it's
two
just
different actresses playing
toddlery.
She-Hulk. Jeremy, they had two different actresses playing She-Hulk. One was the main gal when she's human form,
Why am I so
and
hard?
then they used a whole different actress for She-Hulk instead of CGIing a different person.
Oh, they just use a different actress.
So
Okay,
they just used a whole different actress.
almost like the back in the Lou Ferrigno
And
days, but it was still
both of them are hot. Both of them are pretty
Jamie.
fucking hot.
That
But
was
the
pretty
She-Hulk
CGI.
actress was super fucking hot.
That
So when
was
Megan the
completely
Stallion is
CGI.
in She-Hulk's office and they're
Both
twerking
CGI?
together, and they're in their fucking they're both in like business.
That was
fucking
the same
suits.
person.
Huh?
That was the same person. She was just CGI.
No, they used a different actress. They used a legit fucking like athlete actress for She-Hulk.
But she was
They just
in the
painted her
mocap
green.
stuff.
They just painted her green.
But she was in the mocap stuff. Tatiana Maslany.
That's funny because they used a whole different actress. There's two actresses for She-Hulk.
But that was CGI, the face and everything. Didn't paint somebody green.
I mean, technically they could have because they could, green screen her face.
That CGI is way too shitty for them to have used somebody. Look how shitty that CGI was.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
No,
I heard that it wasn't that good. But then
I'm
again,
gonna look this shit up right now, dude, because I don't want to be on some bullshit.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, that was
think
Tatiana Maslany's face.
I think you're 95% wrong.
Because that was her face. That was still her face. It's like they use what's his name, Mark Ruffalo's face for the Hulk.
Yeah, I know, but like they used a whole different actress for the She-Hulk for She-Hulk for her body and her frame. They used a whole different actress.
Malia Arya plays She-Hulk on set for having reference of She-Hulk's size. Her face is replaced by the Tatiana, basically using CGI. So it's her body.
Yes, it's Malia Arya.
CGI her face.
Yep.
So it's a body with the face.
Yeah. It was a body double. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just used her face.
Oh, well, the CGI is still terrible.
That's probably why it's terrible, because it's not a full CGI Hulk. But at the same time,
it could be
even more.
Besides that, the show is not terrible.
It didn't take me out of it. I'm just saying, it was like.
Is it good? I heard that it wasn't that good, but it's probably
because you heard it from people that like. Dude, it's not.
I didn't hear that from Angry Joe. I didn't hear that from Angry Joe.
Here's my thing. For me personally, I didn't love She-Hulk, but I didn't hate it either. Like, it was just kind of like, for me, a lot of it was kind of just filler, but it's not enough for me to sit here and be like, this shit is abomination. Like people overreact to all this stuff.
Yeah, people do tend to overreact.
We got the best relationship ever though out of that fucking series with Wong and Madison with a Y, but not where you think.
They gotta bring Madison back. They have to bring Madison back. It's like there's no way you can not capitalize on this. Don't overdo it, but you gotta bring her back at least once.
Dude, Madison was I thought she was gonna be the worst character ever. And then she ends up her and Wong end up saving the fucking show.
I did not think I would end up liking that character so much. I thought it would just be like okay, whatever. But no, Madison was like the best with Wong. It was like Wongers.
I like that his real name is actually fucking Wong too. His name's Benedict Wong.
Yeah, I would.
That's a
Wong is my favorite character in the MCU.
Up there with Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'll be honest, Wong carried She-Hulk. I will say that.
Damn. Yes.
For the 4 episodes he was in, he absolutely carried that show.
Yeah.
I had another taco.
They even referenced it too. She was like, "Oh, I bet you glad to see Wong is back. Everybody likes Wong." She said that to the camera.
Damn. I mean, like ever since Doctor Strange 1, Wong has been that dude. Fucking just listen to Beyonce. Fucking like
Wong is in everything. He's in everything in Phase 4, basically.
Yeah. He's dope. He's a dope actor. He does a good job.
He got a new show on Netflix. I refuse to watch because it's by the Game of Thrones dudes.
Aren't they bringing back Jon Snow? Isn't there like a Jon Snow shit coming out?
Three Body Problem was a good show.
Yeah,
they did a decent
trailer
job.
Looked good. The trailer looked dope. I was gonna watch it, but then I saw like
the problem is
Game of Thrones. I was like, fuck that.
The problem is that there's a Chinese show, Three Body, which it's the same show, but it's more faithful to the book, I think, to the series. Whereas Three Body Problems kind of takes some liberties, but like not, I guess. Everybody who's like a fan of that series is like, actually, it's pretty good. They did a really good job, and they condensed it in a way that was like decent, and you still get everything that you need. I just didn't think the shit was scary. Well, that's because I'm into some. I love scary, so I know.
Oh, it's supposed to be scary.
Yeah, it's a cosmic horror type deal because there's aliens that are coming to fucking eradicate human beings. And the only way they're going to do that or be able to do that is if they knock out our scientific advancement. Because it's going to take them 400 years to get to Earth. And so they're like, we're going to send some shit that's going to fuck y'all up scientifically for the next 400 years. By the time we get there, I'm going to fuck y'all up. Is what the deal is. And
400 years?
Yeah. Space is big, bro. Space is big.
It took them a long time to get here.
Yeah, it took them a long time. And they were like, they're in space traveling. The whole premise is the Three Body Problem is this problem in astrophysics where you have 3 suns that are like orbiting each other, and it's an unstable orbit.
Okay. All right. They're in a whole other fucking galaxy.
They're in a whole other like system.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to come to ours because their shit's fucked up. And at first they were gonna come and try to be peaceful and shit, allegedly, but it's not. They come in to fucking kill and conquer.
That's rude, dude. That's rude as fuck.
Because people lie, bro. And they have no concepts. They have no concept of what lying is or being deceitful or anything like that. And so they determine that there's no way that they could coexist with human beings because we are deceitful by nature. And so the only recourse they have is to destroy us, which I feel like, because I've only seen the show, I feel like that's just a cop out. That's just them being like, we have these, we need to fucking kill all y'all. Yeah. Make it easier. But that's the premise of the show. And it's pretty dope. I just didn't find it that scary.
Oh, it's a horror.
Wong is still the man, though.
Wong is the man. Yeah. Yeah, he's dope.
That's why I was watching Chucky, because I want my horror to be funny. In the first episode, in the first season, Chucky kills the main character's dad by cutting the power, by like ripping power cords, setting him on the floor, The main character's dad comes into the basement. Chucky already drank all the fucking main character's booze. Or not the main character's dad's booze. Right? Dad's like, who drank all my booze? Fucking dad comes down to the basement to fix the breaker. He's barefoot. He's stepping on the fucking he's stepping on the ground. The loose electrical cords are on the fucking ground, and Chucky just vomits on the dude's feet, causing a puddle to electrocute the fucking. That's the funniest way to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah. I like my horror to be I like my horror to make me turn on all the lights in the house. If I gotta go somewhere outside of my room. That's the horror I like. I like feeling like, oh shit, there's something watching me in the fucking shadows. God damn it.
See, no, that would actually scare me, dude. Like, and like when I watch a movie though, like there ain't no movie that can like scare me like that. Like I don't know if it's just because like
not now. Like
I just feel like it, like if it's because it may be like the neighborhoods we grew up in or fucking people we hung out with growing up. But even before, like I started out in like a nicer neighborhood than like where you met me, Jeremy. Even that neighborhood was not that bad. That neighborhood was really not that bad at all. But like I started out way nicer, and like I needed to go to sleep to like.
Shit, I almost got shot walking home from your house one night, bro. What you talking about? Niggas like, man, these two cars were driving towards each other. They stopped, they spoke, and all of a sudden I heard pop, 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 pop. One took off and one came towards me. I'm like, oh,
like
fuck.
that only happened maybe like every once in a while.
That was every once in a while. I was like, fuck, I gotta get to the main. I gotta get to Auburn Street where it's a bunch of fucking lights and shit. So they can't just
no, but like I was still like right around Auburn Street. Like I was over like closer towards the river. Like first through fourth grade or like growing up, I was up by the river.
Yeah.
You know, until about fifth grade. Then I moved over to where I lived, where you met me. Right. So like I lived by the river. Shit was everything. I was 4 blocks away, maybe 5 blocks away from the river, dude. My neighborhood was nice. It was like, you know. Yeah. Everything by the river is fucking
it's pretty nice. Yeah,
it's pretty nice. It was nice. Yeah. But we didn't own the house. We were like going through Rockford Housing Authority like that because my mom was good friends with Joe Spinello, who's been with Rockford Housing Authority, so he was able to hook us up with some shit. You know, like it was some connections. You know, like because like my Spinello went to like my parents' wedding. You know, like he's. Like,
you've been knowing Spinello for some years, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And since he's part of Rockford Housing Authority, he was able to fucking like hook us up with something that like we probably shouldn't have been fucking lit. You know, like he was able to hook us up for a while. So like we were living there. I didn't even forgot what I was talking about. Like no,
shit's not scary.
Shit's just not scary. Like people like. I was just on a fucking thread about Rockford like house and watch type shit on some Facebook page, and someone's talking about like, oh, I'm thinking about moving back to Rockford or whatever. I'm trying to think about like where the best places to live are, like because my husband just got a good job there. Blah blah blah. We're looking around out, and people were talking about like, oh, nowhere's safe. You got to live in Beloit. You got to live something. I'm all like, dude, like. I like anywhere's safe just as long as you're not a fucking dickhead, dude. Like I've never been fucking mugged. I've never been fucking robbed. Like,
I've never been robbed or anything. But
the time I was robbed is because fucking
some sticky situations.
We were being on some like cocky, arrogant shit when my brother was growing weed in his closet and like we were selling weed and shit, dude. Like we were being on some dumbass shit. We got robbed then. But other than that,
I mean, I have been robbed.
Like if you're not fucking and like nobody even cares about weed anymore.
I've never been robbed on the street.
How safe is California, Jake?
Well, I can say Oakland is terrible. Like, literally, they had to recently shut down a bunch of bit. Like, they had to close the In-N-Out. They closed the Starbucks. They had to close the Walmart.
Damn.
Raising Cane's, all because people kept getting robbed.
Raising Cane's, I still haven't been there.
Raising Cane's is the shit, dude.
Shootings, just a lot of muggings outside of it, so they had to close all those businesses down.
Yeah, I mean, there's places like that.
They refused to get a police chief until very recently. Like, I mean, like within the last month, they got a police chief because the mayor is fucking terrible and sucks. So it's pretty bad.
Dude, Dalen, I used to live downtown Rockford. I was literally like 3 blocks away from the police station, and it'd be quicker to get a police call, like if I lived on the east side, than it would be if I had to call the police.
On Cherry?
Yeah. No, not on Cherry, on the Rockton house.
Yeah, well, right by Cherry. Cherry's right there. Yeah.
Well, I lived on Cherry too. I had the apartment on Cherry, and then we just me and Brian. I talked Brian. I talked Brian into renting this house. I was like, dude, we're paying more living at this duplex, and we could go fucking stay at this house that has a big ass yard for a fraction of the price. You know,
I boxed you on that house on Cherry. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah. I talk about that all the time. You were, dude. If you weren't a heavy smoker at the time, you would have fucking whooped my ass. You would have whooped the shit out of me.
Yeah. I didn't get help until after that shit, dude. God damn it. But yeah, no, fucking, that shit sucks, man. Yeah, to shut down Raising Cane's In-N-Out. That sucks. There's places like that everywhere in Rockford.
I thought In-N-Out runs California.
I thought so too. My homies be talking about that shit all the time. I mean, they'll get a fucking what is it called?
I hear it's not
onions instead of the bun in the burgers and shit. I can't remember what it's just called.
Every time I hear a person like from out of town that goes there, they're all like, "Oh, yeah, wasn't all that, dude." Like, 'cause we got like beefaroo and shit though. So like,
nah, beefaroo has fallen off since they changed.
They have fallen off too. It's not. Hey, dude, my sister lives in Dallas, dude. She's got a beefaroo like right by her house now.
Yeah, they franchised.
Like they branched out.
Oh. Ruined it. They ruined it. OG owners was like, "Fuck it, we made enough money. Let's sell it."
That's what happened. That's literally what happened to Walmart, dude. The fucking Sam Walton, fucking founder of Sam's Club, Walmart, all that shit, dude. He wanted all his shit to be just fucking. You want to be able to get the best shit at the lowest price.
Yeah.
And then when he died, his kids were all like, "Let's fuck this shit up, bro."
Yeah. And fuck it up, they did. Bro, the Walmart over here, like all the clothes, the socks, and the underwear and shit is locked behind plexiglass. You gotta have somebody come unlock that shit. Because there's such a problem with motherfuckers stealing shit out here. It sucks. It's embarrassing, bro. Like, I want to buy some new drawers. Like, I don't want you to come over here.
Even the East State Walmart by the highway?
I think that one is fine.
I'm pretty sure
that one's fine. It's just the one by my house is not.
The one Owen Center and fucking Riverside. Yeah, that was. You gotta you gotta get your milk unlocked, dude. Like you gotta. Everything's under lock there.
That's rough. But nah, man. Fucking, what else is there? What else we got going on? Fucking, I didn't know the Megan Thee Stallion shit. I gotta get caught up on that. Cause I fucks with Megan.
Dude, I think it was just some Twitter beef. I don't know if there's any songs about it, but like
I'll have to look into it. Yeah, just to see. It might go from being Twitter beef to some songs and shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've heard that Nicki is spiraling and shit. I don't know what that means. How deep it's gotten.
People are trying to say that Kendrick is just like Nicki because like how they rap in different voices or whatever. I'm like, that's like playing a character. Like that's like.
That's giving more depth and body to your fucking song. Like he's creating a whole thing. Like she's fire as an artist too. She can spit, but like, nah, people are weird.
I used to think fucking Nicki Minaj was a robot that fucking Lil Wayne built.
She's a Barbie, bro. That's her. That's Barbie, right? So it's not hard to imagine. Because she has so many characters and whatnot.
It was one time I was asleep years and years ago. And I sleep with like the TV on or fucking whatever. And I probably fell asleep to fucking Cartoon Network watching Adult Swim. And as I was dreaming, I hear fucking like I see Nicki Minaj, whatever, but it's Dexter's Laboratory because she sounds like both characters, Dexter and Dee Dee, at the same time. She'll be like, you know, like how Dexter talks, like, but then she does the like
she
Dee
does
Dee.
it. She goes through like several different voices.
Sounds like Dexter's Laboratory.
She does. That's valid.
I think it was like the Monster song came on or some shit. And
Monster. Okay,
Laboratory.
My motherfucking monster. Yeah, that shit was dope. But she did go heavy with the voice. But yeah, man, fucking when Kendrick was trying to keep it hip hop, he like came at Drake in such a way that was like, your accents aren't that, like, keep singing, bro. We don't want you acting tough out here. No, you know what I mean? All this and that.
So I just watched the fucking Pop-Tart movie called fucking Unfrosted. Right? It's on Netflix.
I know, yeah, with Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Jerry Seinfeld wrote, directed. I didn't know this until the end credits. But apparently, like, Jerry Seinfeld's been going off about fucking just.
What is the deal with Pop-Tarts?
No. I think it was
gooey on the inside and crusty on the outside.
Someone just told me that it just sprung my mind. This is like, Jake. This is after me and you were talking earlier. Like, this just happened like a couple hours ago. Because like a buddy of mine on Facebook recommended the movie or whatever to go see it or go watch it or whatever. He's like, it's got about a lot of bad reviews or whatever. And I was like, dude, it got a lot of bad reviews because Jerry Seinfeld's been going off the rails about fucking woke culture and how it's ruining comedy and being a fucking prick or whatever. So then I didn't see any response or whatever. So I went and started watching the movie, and I got like a third of the way through, and then me and you started talking earlier, Jake. And then like we stopped talking. I finished the movie. I watched the credits or whatever. Then I checked my Facebook, and then he responded. He's like, "Oh, I think he was just doing that just to fucking bring publicity back to his name, so then people would see the movie." And I was like, "Dude, that kind of makes sense." But I also think Jerry Seinfeld thinks that woke culture is ruining comedy. Like, I mean,
it's a lot of comedians who do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's so. When people say woke culture, though, I feel like what they mean is
they're not allowed to be racist anymore.
They're not allowed to be racist. They have to be a little bit more PC. But what comedians are saying is like, no, it's more than that. You're not just trying to dictate what we can and can't say. You're also trying to force people to behave in a certain way that doesn't fit in the comedy mode, and that's not okay.
No, but there's, dude, I mean, I guess this is a Jerry Seinfeld movie, so it doesn't like fight the point. Whatever. They have Bill Burr playing JFK in this bitch, and they fucking he fucking ruins fucking JFK playing fucking. It's so fucking funny.
That's awesome.
But like,
check it out.
The funniest roles in this movie aren't Jerry Seinfeld. Like, Jerry knows where to find comedy. He knows comedy. He knows what's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a master.
He might not be funny, but he at least knows what's funny.
He can be funny. It just depends. Like, and his comedy isn't for everybody. But he was the worst
part of his own goddamn show.
Yeah. He was all right. Elaine was
fucking Kramer being as racist as he is. And we didn't know at the time. We didn't know.
We didn't know. And was he really that racist though, or was he just trying to be
I'm glad you brought up that point, because I don't even think it was. He was talking about how people were acting in the old days, but he just threw the hard R in his fucking.
Yeah. See, I didn't even see the set. I don't even know if you can see the set at this point. You probably can. So I don't know what the context is. And I think that's the other thing too, is like a lot of the time you don't get the full context of what someone's saying or why they're saying it.
The whole set.
Especially when it comes to comedy. and it just ruins the whole thing because now you can portray that person as whatever you want them to be. You can make them seem like the biggest piece of shit when, if you hear the whole context of what it is that they're saying, it has nothing to do with what you're trying to say that they were doing. It's like, nah, we're bringing attention to this fuck shit. This is stupid. This is why I say it like this. But you can clip it in a way that makes it seem like, nah, they're just that big piece of shit, and it's not the case. That's another part of why woke culture is being viewed the way it is by comedians.
I don't even believe in that. I don't even think there is a thing as woke culture. I just think there's shit that's just like back in the 1920s. You could have a movie or like a dude is just like smacking a gal around or whatever. It's fucking fine or whatever. Like maybe not the 20s or whatever, but like there's a lot more shit that becomes passable or unpassable as the days go on because we are getting more aware, or we're actually fighting back about shit that's fucked up.
Yeah,
you know, like that's why the fucking Quiet on Set documentary's coming out now instead of fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, it's just times change, man. What was cool to say back then isn't really cool to say now, or you know what I mean? Like all the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, the times do change. Like there's certain shit that was, I don't want to say acceptable, but that was just done back in the day. That shit ain't gonna fly these days. Like
yeah, this doesn't fly. It's like George Lopez when he came to Rockford and he did his set. I had to run spot for that shit, and it wasn't funny. It was just like
funny. He's not fucking funny.
He's not funny. I used to think he was funny, but his whole set was just bashing the younger generation, and it was like, what the fuck? Like this isn't.
His show was funny.
That wasn't funny. His show was all right. Yeah,
I used to like the show.
Yeah, the show was good. I like that.
He was funny in Blue Beetle. Like he was actually good in Blue Beetle. I liked him in that shit.
Homies want me to go play Helldivers in a minute. But yeah, no, like, but you see that, and I think that's what it is too. A lot of comedians from the older guard had a certain style in the way that they would talk about shit, like used to be funny, but with the climate being what it is and like how things have changed,
people like Richard Pryor would not fly today.
Oh, Richard Pryor, nah, he would be. Hell no, yeah, he would.
No, Richard Pryor
his shit still was funny though. His
Richard Pryor was actually funny.
Well, I'm just saying that wouldn't fly today though. Early Eddie Murphy, that wouldn't fly today.
No, hell no. Eddie Murphy could never do another fucking Delirious or Raw or anything like that.
Absolutely not.
It'd be funny as fuck for a lot of people, but the majority of people
to get a lot of trouble from shit he be saying.
Yeah, he does.
He shit on purpose, which he needs to stop. But
he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's still
exactly
funny as fuck.
Who?
He's funny as fuck. Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle's been more about like. He hasn't even been really trying to be funny lately. He's been trying to like more like low key like expose Hollywood and then masking it as jokes.
That too. He's been doing a lot of that.
Like even like he's been doing it on SNL. He's been doing it on Netflix. Like I don't even think a lot of his specials have been his funniest shit ever. Like, but like it's been more of like
he's had funny shit in them.
He's doing the same shit that Cat Williams just recently started doing about like actually Cat Williams has been doing it forever.
Yeah.
But just nobody's been listening to him. But now he's like a prophet.
Because Cat Williams also sprinkles in some wild conspiracy theories.
He said last year, he just said that like it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year during that podcast he did that shit's gonna go down with P. Diddy in 2024.
And shit went down.
Shit went down with P. Diddy. Fucking.
So now Cat Williams is the Messiah. Like it's wild.
They're like, well, maybe he's not as crazy as we thought he was. We're like, oh fuck.
I mean, right? And I guess that's been like the thing forever in Hollywood. You know what I mean? They make you seem like you're crazy. You know what I mean? and that way they can it's easier for them to distance
That's
themselves.
what they did all with all the kids. Amanda Bynes, crazy. Fucking
Amanda Bynes was hot as fuck, man. Like I remember being young as fuck, just like she was the bee's knees, dog. Like I was like, that's gonna be my wife. Oh, Jake was like, I'm out.
This happened earlier when we weren't even live, where he just like his shit just
crapped out.
If he was leaving, he would have said something.
Amanda Bynes was my biggest crush growing up during that time, and I always wondered what happened to her. And then I found out, I was like, oh fuck, all right, okay, I understand. She ain't crazy. It's the same shit with Britney Spears, right?
Britney Spears, like the shit on her Instagram. It's been even proven, like the shit that she posts on her Instagram, even like the knife dancing and all the shit, dude. It's been proven that shit's fucking AI.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude!
Because like every single video with her dancing, her face is always fucking boom. There's no expression. There's like it's so fucking wild, dude. Like
that's weird, bro.
My bad.
They really try to make her seem like she's batshit.
Britney Spears' Instagram being AI generated.
Whole estate. They just kind of keep trying to keep control of that estate. That's fucked up.
What do you think about that, Jake? Do you think it's true?
Or what?
Britney Spears AI or Instagram being like AI generated, like all the fucking videos with her just fucking dancing around. Like if you look at her face, dude, it always has the exact same makeup. She's always has the exact same expression on her face. She's like boom, like the knife dancing video, fucking everything. Like because like all her Instagram videos are just her dancing around. I've seen a lot of them. I scroll through. I don't use Instagram, but I scroll through it every once in a while.
Where's Instagram?
Huh?
Where's Instagram? She didn't have one.
She has one, yeah. Britney Spears has an Instagram.
Is she allowed to have one?
I'm not seeing it pop up.
Hold on, dude. Oh my god, I got it.
That's probably even more how you know it's AI.
Now it's like because it pops up on her shit pops up on my Instagram. Hold on.
Oh no, send the link in the chat. Oh no, send the link up on the chat. I don't know.
I spelled it wrong. My bad. Never mind.
No, that's fair. Come on, spell check. You're supposed to know.
I see a bunch of pictures of Brad Pitt.
Hold on, dude. I'm.
But yeah, no, like I know, like shit has been, but these are things that I feel like we all have more or less known in a certain aspect, but we never like gave credence to. Like, cause you hear about these stories, you hear about that shit, even with the Weinstein shit, and it's always been a trope in a lot of things how fucking weird shit is, right? And then now it's just all getting exposed, and even then you have Epstein shit, and then now with P. Diddy this year, and then allegedly Kendrick is predicting that Drake has been trafficking and fucking doing all that same shit, so his shit's gonna get rated too.
Drake's a goddamn groomer, dude. We don't.
He is. Like, no, you don't fuck with him.
I mean, if it's AI generated, it's really well done.
Say what?
If this is
AI generated, no, but look at her face. Her face doesn't move much.
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
I'm trying to find some shit, dude. Like, I know you probably can't share your screen.
I can share mine, but I'm not looking at it on my screen.
I'm scrolling through my Instagram right now, dude. Like, trying to just see if something pops up.
I don't know which one is the real Britney Spears.
Dude, normally her shit just fucking is everywhere on my shit, dude. Like if I'm on my phone, her shit's everywhere. I'm on my computer now. They're all like, dude, go fuck yourself. We know what you're trying to do. We don't want to be exposed.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm surprised none of you guys have been watching X-Men. That's fucking.
What's it on?
It's on Disney Plus, but like, dude,
That's why I haven't watched it, because I don't have Disney Plus like that. Like, I got a homie, I got his shit, but like, I don't use it.
Dude, like, I don't have Disney Plus either. Wink, wink.
I was gonna say, give me your link. Nah, like, well, I don't have like the site that I used to use is defunct now. I'm like, nah, nigga, we found out these niggas was pirating shit, so you get rerouted because we shut it down. I'm like, fuck, man. Well, why am I supposed to watch shit for free now? Because I'm not paying another goddamn service. I'm not paying another subscription fee within a subscription fee. I already got Hulu.
Dude,
Netflix, Prime,
apparently with like Hulu,
shit.
with Hulu, even though like Hulu like runs like mainly like Warner Brothers shit. Apparently with Hulu, dude, you can get like Disney Plus. You can get like
Man, you
everything
get
with
so
them.
much shit, but it costs extra and more
I know,
extra money,
it's like a premium thing,
bro.
but like you can get like almost everything like with that shit. I don't know.
I feel like when they first came out, you could get all that shit without all of the extra steps and all the extra money. And now they just chopped it up in such a way that you have to get those separate subscriptions and shit. And it just makes it that much more difficult. And it's just like, bro, like the whole reason why everything went to streaming services is because y'all kept trying to have people pay for shit that no one wanted to pay for because it cost so much more money. Like, why is my entertainment bill more than my fucking insurance bill for my goddamn car? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? They're bringing back piracy in a way that they shouldn't want to. On that note, though, like I just learned that there's some YouTubers. Like, it's a recent thing where YouTubers are like, so they have their content on YouTube, and they make $250,000 a month, right? And now beyond their Patreon, to where you can get extra shit, behind the scenes shit, and all that, they're trying to get you to subscribe to their shit so you can get all of their content, even the previously free shit. They're trying to pay gate all of their content completely. And it's like there's no need for them to do that when they're making so much extra money already, and they're making extra money off Patreon and some other shit. And it's just like, it's gross because they're trying to charge people way more money. Like, it'd be different if they weren't making any money on YouTube or Patreon or some shit like that, so they had to go into the subscription service, but that's not the case. Yeah, I mean, they're getting their money and then some. So it's like, it's a recent thing that a lot of YouTubers, I don't want to say a lot, but like certain YouTubers that were big are doing. And the whole thing, I guess, about it is like, because they're doing that shit, their channels and whatnot, their content is probably going to take a dip, or they're also probably going to end up killing their channels and shit because no one's going to want to pay for that shit, because it's $5.99 is a lot of money when you're already paying for so many other things. Like, that shit adds up.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't, but it does. I had to go through and do that shit. I had to go through, like, I'm like, yo, why the fuck do I never have any money? I make like damn near this much every month. Where's all my money going?
Oh, dude, I had to cancel all my subscriptions.
Yo, yeah.
I had to cancel all that shit.
Hey, you know what?
I went and manually did it.
You know what? Netflix is almost some actual bullshit. Because, like, I just figured out that, you know how they did the one household thing?
Yeah.
It's also like you have to pay extra to watch on multiple screens in the same house.
Yeah, and it's dumb as fuck, bro. Like, yo,
I just found out the other night. I was trying to watch some on Netflix, but my mom was using Netflix at the same time, and it's like, oh, you already watch on one screen. You got to pay extra for two screens. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Why am I paying damn near $20 for this? Used to be like $7.99.
That's only happened to me once because I was logged in to my Netflix name on my computer, and then I was out at like a hotel or whatever. I was trying to watch Netflix on my tablet. They're like, "Oh, you're already logged into it." Like that's the only time that's happened to me is I was logged into my name twice.
I'm just like, yo, like this is me though, bro. Like, fuck out of here.
No, but like
it doesn't cost you anything extra to do this. Like, it's just.
But like, I don't ever turn off my at-home computer. Which, like, if Tony was here, he'd fucking scold me for that shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta turn mine off every once in a while. I need to turn mine off and clean it. Now that I have,
oh my god, I need to buy an air duster. I need to buy an air duster so bad.
Yeah, I need to buy a duster. I just need to clean it. I need to take apart all the components and clean it while I have it out and exposed. I haven't, but it's just rough, man. Like fucking, I just never have the time. I have the time, but I don't have the time. You know.
Dalen, what are you streaming off of?
What do you mean?
Are you using a computer or your phone?
Oh, my phone.
Oh, that's why you sound, dude. Phone mics are so fucking crisp. Like they don't get the credit they deserve.
Are you praising the Apple product?
Well, I've been muted.
I don't know. You muted yourself.
You actually praising the Apple product? I'm surprised.
No, every phone mic is so fucking crisp. I'm not praising an Apple product because they already fucking probably ripped it off of fucking Samsung anyway. So like,
they improved it.
They improved it.
That's why they wait. They let Samsung test it out.
Yeah.
Work out all the kinks and all right, we'll improve on the shit.
Samsung is no better. You know, Samsung basically owns South Korea. They
South
run
Korea?
that shit. South
Really?
Korea.
Well, fucking
Samsung is a Korean company, and they are so huge around the world. They basically run South Korea. Allegedly, I don't want to say this for sure. South Korea.
Really?
Yes,
I asked my uncle about that because he lived in Korea for most of my life. I'm gonna ask my uncle about that.
It's a big thing. I've heard like South Koreans talk about it here and there on YouTube and shit. Like, now I don't know if it's like a problem, but it's more like since they're so huge and they have so much money, they like affect a lot of the things and policies and shit like that. For
Is Samsung?
Samsung, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So,
I mean, my uncle moved back to the States. I want to say like right before COVID. He lives in California. I'm gonna ask. Like he's been in fucking Korea like most of my entire life.
right.
So like I got some Korean cousins.
Oh yeah.
That are hot as fuck, and they're not my family because
they're your family.
No, because like the gal my uncle married,
they're your family, but
she already had them kids.
They're your family, but I'm not. Hook me up, bro. What are you doing?
I'll hook you up, Jeremy. I'll hook you up. I'm just saying, the gal my uncle married, who I didn't even meet until fucking 2009, she already had these fucking kids. You know, like she already had these. Like my uncle's old. You know, like.
Oh yeah, you was sugar daddy in that shit. Like yo.
No, she's old too. She's old too. They're both old.
Yeah,
they're both old.
They just met later in life. I got you. All right, cool.
The kids are my age.
Yeah. I already left the nest and everything. But yeah, man, fucking, it's wild times we're living in. 2024 is the year of the truth. The year of truth. Because that Cat Williams shit came out this year, a couple months ago. And now we got this shit with Kendrick. And I wonder how much more shit. P. Diddy. Fuck, man, that shit was wild. That shit came out of nowhere. And people are like, yo, but like, they're just distracting you with the P. Diddy shit, which is what they always say. But sometimes, like, maybe that shit is just really what it is. Like, because it's the feds. And for the feds to, like, go into somebody's house and everything, they have to build a case And the case building usually takes years. It's not something that they just do on a whim. It's not like a no-knock warrant where they can just be like, all right, we're going to go bust this shit in. So obviously, this has been going on for long enough to where the FBI felt comfortable enough to like serve P. Diddy. You know what I mean? Like to go up and run up into his shit. So it's not, I don't feel like it's a distraction. It's shit is real.
It's not FBI. It was a step beyond that, dude. It wasn't Secret Service, but it was
FBI and some other shit that's upper echelon. And the thing is like for them to do that, they have to build a case for a long enough time to get enough shit so that they can go into your shit.
Yeah.
Like, it takes time. It's not like we're gonna do this for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever and then go rage. No, it's usually years.
You seen the shit about Ellen?
No, what happened with Ellen? I know that she's
like
a bitch.
Ellen has had P. Diddy on her show like 17 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's been multiple fucking shit about like Ellen's all like, oh, when am I gonna come to one of your parties? He's all like, oh, I invite you every fucking year, but like she's all like, yeah, but like what time does your party start? And he's all like, about like 9 p.m. She's like, oh, I can make it to that. But at first she's giving him shit about why don't you have your parties on the West Coast? Because that's where everybody is. Like you always have your parties on the East Coast or whatever. It comes to the point, dude, where like she's already been to some of these parties. Because like he brings up, he's all like, we have the after party, starts around midnight, then the after party is around 3. She's like, oh yeah, I know about those. But then like after all this fucking P. Diddy shit started happening, dude, paparazzi's been rushing her.
What you know about this shit?
It might just suck. It might just suck just because paparazzi's rushing you and she's just don't want nothing to do with it. But like they're like, oh, what do you have to say about all this P. Diddy? Fucking whatever. She fucking running like she's Usain Bolt to the fucking
not today.
Like
not today. You're not gonna get me. You didn't say the magic word. But
yeah, so there's a bunch of shit that are like they're getting.
But a lot of people
people are getting harder on fucking P. Diddy's list than they were on fucking Epstein's list.
That's wild to me. That's wild. That shit is known for a fact that fuck shit was going on. This shit is kind of murky, but there was some
dude. There've
been interviews. Well, yeah, now at this point
for like over 10 years about P. Diddy. Like, no, you don't want to be at his parties after 3 a.m.
Yeah,
you don't want to see what happens.
All kinds of shit, right? But it's like, okay, we know that there was a list for Epstein. We know that there were shit and people that were there that shouldn't have been there doing this and that, right? And we've heard nothing for like the last, I don't know, like 5-6 years, however long ago this shit happened.
The list just recently got leaked, like maybe like 4 months ago, right?
And so, but the P. Diddy shit is like everybody's been talking about it, so there's credence there. Everybody's known for a long time.
And the people who've been saying shit, been trying to say shit for years in the best way they can without like.
That's like the one cat was like, "Yo, Denzel,
who was it that fucking P. Diddy got their car exploded?" I think it was Kendrick Lamar, or was it J. Cole? It was somebody. It was one of them. Like fucking P. Diddy got somebody's car exploded.
Is that why Jermaine doesn't driving a car no more? He just rides his bike everywhere?
Shit, yeah. Dude, it was like some mafia shit. It was like legit.
Yeah, he been like that, bro. We all knew that he shot that motherfucker up in the club and blamed that shit on Shine. Everybody knew when that shit happened. Everybody knew that when Jenny from the block was like, all right, this is too much for me. Like, we knew. We knew then. But, like, no one did anything. And that all lended credence to him, like, going even harder because you're like, yes, I'm untouchable. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But it was murky in the sense that we never got a clear picture. It was all hearsay and shit. Like, yeah, we knew, but, like, we didn't really know all the details because nobody ever talked about all the details because they was afraid of getting that car bomb and shit, So everybody had to be be chill about that shit. It's like the one cat that was like, "Yo, Denzel gave me the best advice. You leave the party before the devil gets there." Essentially, and I feel like that was in reference to some P Diddy shit, or just parties in Hollywood in general. You go early,
go to
and
these
then
high
you leave
fucking
early.
parties, make an appearance, fucking slap some hands with your fucking friends, and dip.
And then you dip.
Exactly, dude.
And so to me, that says like how many people were doing that versus how many people were staying all night. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's always those stories about you don't go in certain rooms, like you don't open up these doors.
But
you
like,
don't know what you can find.
You know, like let's say like you're up and comer, you're like a partier. You're all like, oh yeah, dude, fucking like I'm down to party till 3 a.m. I'm partying to fucking party, and then you see what's happening.
Yeah, I didn't know you was partying like that.
And
now they got you on video.
But then like motherfuckers are coming at you the next day while like threatening your life if you say some shit.
Yeah, no, or even then, you get so drunk and then you wake up and they sit you down in that room and they play you that videotape back. Like, all right, now you finna sign this deal or not? You sure? That shit was happening too. And we've had talks, like people say that type of shit all the time. All of this lends significantly more credence to that shit.
I'm more than willing to think there were a lot of willing participants in the after party shit.
But
there were people who exposed it or who saw what was going on and they tried to expose it, but they got threatened with some shit, dude, and like you can't really say what you want to say, but you gotta put in signals that like, no, you don't want to be at Diddy's
house.
And
then motherfuckers is like, oh no, you crazy, bro. You trying to say it's all this and that.
Say. You don't want to be at Diddy's after 3 a.m.
That's all you gotta say. You don't want to be in these
parties. And even one of his own personal bodyguards who had recently quit, who's been on fucking interviews and shit, said this shit. He's like, no, this dude's got power. Like he's got fucking power.
Is he in jail yet?
No. He's no. There's videos of him on fucking TikTok and fucking Instagram and him just like riding his bike with his boys and shit. Dude, just fucking
pedaling around California and shit. Is at large still, bro?
No, he's totally fine.
He's totally fine. That's even more wild. Epstein at least went to jail and got suicided, you know what I mean? Or suicided, my bad.
No, somebody killed his ass.
Somebody, yeah, that's what I say. He got suicided. He didn't do it to himself.
I made a joke about that. I don't remember how it goes.
I remember when that shit happened, everyone was like, he ain't really dead. It ain't really him. Which is possible. They could have been a body double. I don't remember all the details behind that. I don't even know if we really got a full picture of that.
Well,
for sure that was Jeffrey Epstein.
His bottom bitch got arrested.
Oh yeah,
like a couple of years ago too.
Yeah,
she
gone. She out of here.
Maxwell,
Ghislaine,
whatever. Yeah,
she out of here. And it's like, yo, but the diddler's still at large, bruh. I told Brian you gotta change it up. Like the diddler on the roof, it's P Diddy.
No, I think he is gonna have the P Diddy to be the actual villain at the end of the fucking movie.
You never see his face until the end, and it's P Diddy. Like, yo, that will be.
I'm glad that because I was just hanging out with him recently, and he just brought it up. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have P Diddy be the end up being the diddler on the roof. I was like, oh hell yeah, that's the best.
Yes,
that's the best. Now I know that you're the one that told him that because he's not gonna tell me that you're the one that told him. He's gonna pretend it's his own original.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Just because that's how he is.
Yeah. Nah, we were in the car and I remember you telling me about the diddler on the roof, and then this shit happened. I was like, yo, so you gotta have it be Diddy now, right? Because like this shit is happening. And it just fits because he is now the diddler. Yeah. And so here we are.
Dalen, so we work with we work with a buddy of ours who's like, he's an extremely wild dude, and
he's a character.
He's actually been he was my first guest on WeinerCast ever, back when it was Timon Show. He was my first ever Timon Show guest, first ever fucking person I podcasted with ever. He came back a little bit ago to do like a 6 years later fucking episode, and this dude, he gets wild with a couple of his like when he hangs out with a bunch of his buddies, he gets wild or whatever. And they came up with this movie called Diddler on the Roof.
So
they wrote this whole fucking like 2-page script. I fucking read it, and I was all like, I'm like, dude, this shit. I mean, this is a terrible script, but this movie actually has potential to fucking being made. Because they're trying to get like Dwayne the Rabbi Johnson, fucking like all this fucking weird. They were completely obliterated out of their minds when they were fucking coming up with this concept. But I'm pretty sure a lot of concepts that got
happened that way, at least back in the day,
way when we were growing up. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So they came up with this movie, Diddler on the Roof. I read the 2-page script. I'm like, dude, this shit is terrible, but it has potential. This shit has a lot of potential. So he claims that they emailed the shit to Mel Brooks. So now they're trying to waiting for approval from Mel Brooks to fucking.
I would have sent it to the Waynes. I would have sent it to the Waynes because they made the scary movies and all that shit and like all those parody movies.
But who knows who
this sounds like?
Who knows who the fuck they emailed it to? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it will be right. It sounds like it will be more right up their alley, and they could make it in such a way that it would be fucking ridiculous.
But you know what? It's May the 4th, and we haven't even talked about Star Wars yet.
I mean, what is there to say?
It's been on all day.
It's been on TV all day. Like, I don't know, like
I've been asleep all day, bro.
We can talk about we can talk about our favorite shit, Star Wars.
I mean,
you got a new game? No.
Nope. Not gonna talk about that. It's gonna be trash.
What?
No, I'm trying to play that.
That's gonna be trash, bro. It's $129.
What's gonna be trash, Jeremy?
The new game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
the
is.
games are always fire.
That game is
right. It doesn't look fire. It looks stiff.
It's right in
my The Jedi Survivor Series is where it's at.
Hold on. I want to hear what Jake. I want to hear what Jake has to say. He hasn't talked much unless I'm going to the bathroom.
Why is it gonna be fire, Jake?
Star Wars Outlaws, right?
Yep.
Looks decent.
You have the floor. Explain.
That's decent. So it's decent.
It's gonna be decent. I don't think so. I feel like it's a quick cash grab, and it's the way that they're monetizing it is horrendous, and the modeling and everything looks really glitchy and jank. It's not what I would have wanted in any capacity. Like, I want an Outlaws game or I want a Star Wars game where, like, I create my character.
I get that.
And I'm the smuggler or whatever the fuck, and I can make her a male, female, alien, doesn't fucking matter type shit.
I understand that wanting to create your own character. I get that.
But, yeah. I mean, if it's good, it's good. It's just the price is outrageous. Dog.
What is it, like a Han Solo game?
No, it's just you're like a smuggler or something like that, right?
Yeah,
like an OG,
yeah. I guess there's a bunch of story to it. So on that aspect, I would like to see what it's like, but I'm not trying to pay them price points.
Like me and Dalen were talking earlier, like we're not huge like Star Wars fans or whatever. Like when Jeremy, when me and you went and saw like the new trilogy shit together in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
When you're fucking bitching about all this fucking shit about lore and stuff, I'm sitting there like, I had a good time.
The first time I watched them, I was like, all right, I'm here just for the movies. The second time we saw those movies, I was like, all right, no, this really isn't it. You sleeping, Dale?
Nah.
Was that your dog?
No. I got breathing issues.
Okay, my bad.
Oh shit!
I thought you was snoring, dog. I was like, holy shit!
Nah,
he's like, fuck Star Wars.
Nah, I remember I was in the hospital in December.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think my breathing started back a little bit.
I was fucked up.
I'm trying to fix it, but we'll see.
Is it like sleep apnea? But like when
that's
you're
why
awake?
I was telling you, gotta take more walks
you
to
hear
the
me
bodega.
You hear me coughing, right?
A little bit, yeah.
That's how that shit started last time.
Damn.
So you need to take more walks to the bodega instead of driving to Walmart. That's what you need to fucking do.
Is it like the seasonal? Is it like kind of seasonal, or is it something else?
I knew you could hear the breathing. My bad.
No, you're fine. I was just worried that you passed out. I was like, oh shit.
Nah. I was looking at something on my phone, but what'd you say?
Shit, I forgot, man. You had me worried for a second.
No,
the Star Wars shit. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, all right, I'm here for it. And then the second time we watched The Force Awakens, and then The Last Jedi really had me hot, because I'm like, yo, what the fuck did they just do to the whole series? Like they fucking.
I remember, dude. Like I brought all my recording shit equipment, my portable equipment with me to your house. Yeah. We recorded live at your house for the fucking. I don't know if it was Force Awakens or The Last Jedi.
So it was either one of those. Yeah.
It was one of those.
Yeah, the movies.
And you were just so fucking mad. It was so fucking
shit, because it just didn't make sense. So like none of it made sense.
I liked The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
And so when I went to see The Last Jedi, at first I barely remember anything in that movie besides her being on that island, and then Snoke like levitating her, Rey, and then her and what's his name fighting all those other motherfuckers. That's the only thing I remember from that movie. Yeah. And I know I liked it when I watched it, but it's like I think it just kind of killed my interest for the rest of it. And I still haven't seen Rise of Skywalker. Not on like a hater kind of thing. It's just I think it's just I kind of like
It was.
I don't really care anymore.
Here's the thing that happened.
Not that it was bad. It just didn't.
It was bad. It was bad because Rian Johnson did the same. He made the same movie with Knives Out. It's the same exact movie beat for beat, but he wrote it better for Knives Out.
No, Knives Out is good.
Knives Out is, that's what I'm saying. Knives Out is great. But he wrote, but it's the same story beat for beat with how like you have the characters and there's the twist and all this and that, and it subverts your expectations and everything like that, which is what he was trying to do with The Last Jedi. I mean, but he did it poorly with The Last Jedi, and then we did it for Knives Out, and Knives Out worked so much better.
Who did Force Awakens?
Abrams, right?
Yeah. All right. So it was Abrams and Rian Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So like Rian Johnson in The Last Jedi tried to like make his own fucking movie in the fucking Star Wars shit. So then when Rise of Skywalker whatever came out, they rehired Abrams, and Abrams had to like erase everything that fucking
to try to get it back on track
in the fucking last movie.
Yep.
Because like it was all like, no, that's not what the fuck we were trying to do. Like it was like a whole like fucking direct dick measuring contest type shit.
It was supposed to be 3 different directors, and they were all supposed to write congruent with each other, but their own spin on it. And that's just Brian was like, nah, fuck that shit. You know? And on one hand, you have to watch it. You have to watch all of it.
One day I'm gonna sit down and watch the sequel trilogy all throughout.
The third director was like,
It was on today. It was like I still haven't seen Rise of Skywalker, but yeah, I get to rewatch.
Shit.
I'm just gonna sit there and rewatch all three. I liked Rogue One and I like Solo.
Rogue One was dope.
I like
Solo was
Solo
alright
as well.
Yeah.
Rogue One, I like Rogue One a little better than Solo. Solo's more fun. Plus, it had Emilia Clarke.
Solo was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Plus, it had Emilia Clarke, so that's a plus. But, but
Rogue One was that shit. Rogue One was that shit.
Rogue One was more emotional, and I'm still not over the ending. Like I knew it was gonna happen.
No,
you know they're gonna
Rogue One.
You know what's gonna happen, but it's like it's still like damn.
But it still hits you. And then the last 10 seconds with Vader. Oh my god, bro.
Rogue One was the only movie where it like showed a fucking Star Wars.
But the fact that you know what's gonna happen to them, and it still hits you like emotionally.
Yep.
Damn.
It hits you hard.
I remember seeing that in theaters with you, Jeremy. Fucking, we saw Rogue One, and like, that was like the first time like watching any Star Wars movie. I'm like, this feels like a fucking actually Star Wars. Like, there's a lot of other shit happening besides just the main plot. You know, like, and that's what that movie is about. It's like there's a bunch of other shit that's going on. And it was that was like immaculate. Because even if you watch like the cartoons, I mean now I know they got like new cartoons out, but like even if like you watch like the old school like the Clone Wars and Rebels, it's still about like the main shit. Like there's like Jedis and fucking whatever. This shit had none Jedis. They might have had one character that was force sensitive because the blind dude. The blind dude was force sensitive or whatever, but they had none Jedis in this shit, dude. Like that.
Dude, Donnie Yen playing blind dude is just like dope. He played blind dude in John Wick.
Yeah.
He was whooped ass in both times.
He was fucking shit. Donnie Yen, my bad. Yeah, he's the shit. He was dope. He made. I want to say he made Rogue One. Cause Saw Gerrera, fucking Forrest Whitaker was. Oh, he did a badass part too. Fucking, they were all dope. That whole movie was immaculate. And I think that's kind of where my expectations were, because of Rogue One, of how badass that was, and then we got
that droid. That droid was sassier than fucking C-3PO, but he was also 10 times funnier.
Yeah,
that black droid.
Good job. They did a really good job.
C-3PO's funny, but like he gets annoying after a while because he just like becomes like a whiny bitch throughout the movies. You know,
I like the fact that when he revived R2, he immediately came out of low power mode talking shit about C-3PO.
Always, bro.
Like he woke up. You still a bitch, C-3PO.
He did. That was his first words.
You still a bitch.
And like we can hear it in the fucking boop, 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 boop. Like we can we understand what you're saying, R2.
Right?
Like, we know exactly what you're saying.
I think that's also one of the coolest little fucking things. Like it's a little detail, but like C3 or R2 you've never heard what he's saying, but everybody understands him.
You know exactly what he's saying.
Exactly what he's saying, dude. And it's dope through all the movies.
So you still a bitch.
And then even when in the prequel trilogy with BB-8, you know exactly what BB-8 is saying without it saying words. Like you know what the fuck BB-8 is saying.
Yeah, I'm glad that they kept that. Force Awakens was like, I fucked with it heavy. Like there were some incongruencies in there with Rey, but I was like, you know what? All right, it'll be fine because I want to see where this goes. They cucked my boy John Boyega really hard.
Yeah, you know what? He should have been a Jedi.
Yeah, because that's right. Because that was the whole thing with the first scene. You felt like Kylo was looking at him because he realized that he was force sensitive and shit. And so
he was able to defend himself against Kylo in the fucking.
They fought and shit. And so you're like, oh fuck, we about to see some wild shit. And then it never got to the destination we thought it was gonna go. And it was Rey the whole time. And I heard I've seen like some shit explaining like, no, that was a studio choice. That wasn't a director choice or a writing choice. The studio came in and was like, nah, we can't have both of them be that.
But
It has to be.
I also dug the whole lore about like the whole fucking cloning thing fucking stopped since the Clone Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I always assumed even the fucking clone troopers or the stormtroopers in the original trilogy, after seeing the prequel trilogy, I assumed all those clone troopers were still like leftover clones or whatever. Maybe a lot of them still were.
Some here and there,
but then I really loved in the prequel trilogy where they fucking brought up how they fucking kidnap fucking people from like shitty planets.
Yeah.
And they fucking just like boom and fucking
they're the first
John Boyega was one of them where like he's Finn. Like he doesn't even know his name. He's been kidnapped for so long. Like he don't even know his name and shit, dude. Like
yep. My designation was FN. So just call me Finn, I guess. Yeah. That shit was dope.
I love all of that shit in the first one. I don't know. I forget what it's called. I get all the prequel or the sequel trilogies names mixed up.
I still like. I know they'll never do it, but I want them to redo it. I want them to all the same actors and actresses. I want them to go back and redo it, like right after The Force Awakens, because I still think they could have made it work. Like it worked. Like it did what it was supposed to do. It's not. It wasn't. They made it to where it wasn't necessarily for all of the fans, for all of us. It was. For
I have a buddy, my buddy Andrew. He's one of my comedy buddies. He's like read all the books and like he'll piss on all the fucking reels of any of the fucking sequel fucking trilogy shit. He's like, all of it's fucking pissing on the lore that I've been reading my whole life.
But we know that they were doing that though.
Bro, that's what Disney does, bro. Like that's what you
Yeah. When Disney took the property, they were like, all right, so all of these books, some of this shit is going to be in the legends, and the other shit we're just getting rid of because it's like it's not that it's too much, it's just that it was like mad inconsistent. It's not super good. Apparently, like
yeah, some of it might not even be good. Exactly. Yeah. Like
so they're like, yeah, we're not going to take all this shit in. Like some of this shit that is good, we're going to have it as like the legends. Maybe we'll go back and revisit some of it here and there. But it won't be a broader part of like what we're trying to do type thing. So, which is why there's so many different things. Like the Sith home world, they changed the name of that planet, which is like, all right, that's fine, I guess. So instead of Korriban, it's Moraban or whatever the fuck. It's just little shit like that they changed, but
that's what you named your main character off of, Norrin Dane.
Morin Dane. No, I named Morin Dane because I really liked the Dane. I liked how that sounded, and I was like, well, what could his first name be? And I was really heavy in the Silver Surfer at the time, so I can't name him Norrin Rad or anything like that. So what's the closest? Morin sounds like Norrin. Yeah, there we go. Because he was kind of gonna be like that Silver Surfer type character type thing, but in a different way.
Yeah, it's all making a lot more sense to me now. Even though like you've already given me a lot, you've never given me that back.
Oof. Yeah, that's deep lore right there, bro. Like, yeah, that was concept.
Speaking of Silver Surfer, you reminded me. I've been wanting to binge watch the show on Disney Plus. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Oh, is there a Silver Surfer show on Disney Plus?
Yes,
like one season.
Dude, yeah. It was from the you never seen the Silver Surfer cartoon?
Yeah, no. It's only like a season, but yeah.
It's got one season. It's
pretty decent.
Dude, this was back during like the Marvel animated series renaissance. Like they had
like Spider-Man.
They had a Hulk cartoon that had 2 seasons. Yeah. They had a fucking this Fantastic Four cartoon. There was Avengers cartoon that was absolutely terrible, but go watch it. And then there was the Silver Surfer show was actually pretty good, but it only lasted one season.
I wonder why they did it like that. If it's really good, they have it have one season, but they did it on some anime shit. But if it's bad, they just keep it going.
No, it was
God damn it.
It was during a time when like the budget for animated shows for Marvel at least were dying. This was like right around the time when they were selling their IPs to like they sold Spider-Man to Sony and they sold X-Men to Fox, and like this is like when Marvel was going bankrupt, and they were trying to push all these animated shows out, and not all of them had the fucking right budget. Like the Avengers show wasn't even about fucking Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. It was about Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch. Hold on, what the fuck? I can bring it up. I can pull up a fucking.
What show is this?
Dude, this is one of those things where they try to create a buzz and do it differently, and if it works, it works. But if it doesn't, they don't revisit it really too much because
Avengers
that didn't work. Where it could have worked if they just did it right.
90. Dude, this shit, I forget what it was called. Avengers United, they stand. All right. And I'm going to pull up images, hopefully. Why is shit popping up on Yahoo? I have a weird ass virus that doesn't let me use Google.
No, it's in the browser thing. You gotta switch all the fucking shit.
No, I've done that. Dude, I have a virus that makes at first it was making me use Bing, now it's making me use Yahoo.
Yeah, that's what I had. Yeah, that shit was annoying as fuck. That's because I downloaded Bing because I was using it because I was trying to get all this Xbox.
No. This happened. I don't know how this happened. I don't want to say something like derogatory. Because all the adult content that I watch to please myself with is on Twitter, so it's all fucking. That's all legal. Like that's not. They ain't nothing like I should be able to catch something from.
Yeah, Silver Surfer's only 13 episodes, one season. I think it's just
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, all right. That's enough to give you a taste.
Starts off with him on his planet, tell his origin, or why he became Silver Surfer. So he's dealing with Galactus a lot. Deal with the Watcher and stuff like that.
Hell yeah. I'll have to watch it.
What else you got? Fantastic Four. Yeah, a couple Fantastic Four.
There's 2 seasons of Fantastic Four. I think there's 2 seasons of the Hulk. There's 2 seasons of Iron Man.
They have Franklin in Fantastic Four?
So you got,
I don't think so.
Season of Hulk, Iron Man. Let me see.
Because that would have been dope when they had their kids and Franklin Richards, and you find out he's like the most powerful motherfucker in the fucking whole verse. He might go like this shit.
It's one season of Iron Man. It was like 26 episodes.
Damn.
Let me
see. But no, it was technically 2 seasons of Iron Man.
Speaking of Spider-Woman, that fucking movie was ass, bro. I'm still upset.
Dude, that was the best movie ever made. Bro.
She left those children to fend for themselves.
What are you talking about? That was the best movie ever made,
bruh. And then takes a little trip to fucking South America, like bruh. Like that movie was just
all right.
wild.
So we got what's his face? The Hawk. We got Scarlet Witch. We got Wonder Man. We got the Vision. We got Wasp.
All right. I'm gonna have to go here in a minute. I got some stuff to do. People are bothering me.
Dude.
You rather go play Helldivers?
Yeah.
Different a little bit too. But yeah, no wonder this shit failed. They didn't use an Iron Man cap or Thor.
Yeah. What do you expect? Like, you didn't use the big names.
I know they got the world's greatest Avenger, Hawkeye, in there, but everyone else.
But Hawkeye looks so fucking whack in this show too. Like, hold on.
Damn.
That's Avenger though.
That's gonna have to be another cast to talk about this shit. Because I don't know all the lore, but I know a large chunk of this shit. I've read quite a bit, especially like from years ago when I learned about the powers cosmic and all that.
Think about the fact that the Avengers are 3-1 in the movies. What was the loss? Which was that when they lost? Infinity War, right?
Yeah, right.
Guess he wasn't there. Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah.
Hawkeye came back in the Endgame. What happened? They won.
They win. Yep, this is facts. These are facts.
They beat Loki. They beat Ultron. They lost to Thanos the first time. They beat him the second time because they had Clint.
He was a linchpin, bro. He was the one. He was the glue that held everything together in a way that
Clint had the most motivation too. Like he literally watched his family disintegrate.
Yeah.
Or actually, he didn't watch him disintegrate, but like he was hanging out with his family, and then he turned around and they were all fucking gone. He's all like, "Oh fuck this shit, dude!" He became an assassin for 5 years.
Yep.
And people are mad as fuck. But why are you going around being an assassin, killing Yakuza because they're fucking Yakuza?
Yeah. Bro. What do you mean? I'm doing God's work out here. Which I need to see that shit too. I need to watch that shit because there was a whole spin-off thing for that too, right?
You never saw
the Hawkeye shit.
I'm sure we saw that together.
We saw that together. I'm talking about the Hawkeye shit where he was an assassin for that time period, and we got the little bit of backstory and everything.
He doesn't have that yet.
He doesn't have that? I thought he did.
No.
Didn't he have that? Didn't he have a show where he was with some girl or some shit like that?
That's modern day. That's
Hawkeye, yeah.
Oh, is that?
That's the Hawkeye show, but that's afterwards.
That's modern day.
He's like deaf now.
Oh,
that's
I thought there was. I thought there was an in between story with him, like because they went back and like showed what he was actually getting into.
That was an Endgame. That was an Endgame. They showed a little bit of it. When he was Ronin, and so but that also comes into play in the Hawkeye show, the Ronin thing.
Yeah,
like it's part of it. You never watched it?
Nah, I never watched the Hawkeye show.
In the Hawkeye show, he's like deaf now, and he's like fucking trying to raise a new kid about fucking how to.
On some Batman shit.
Haley Steinfeld is like.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld.
She's like his number one fan, and wants to be a hero because of him. Because she was there during the Battle of New York. She saw him do that, like jump off the building. The shot of him when he ran out and jumped off the building and like used a bow to swing back on. She saw that from her house as a kid.
And she was like Android 18. He's so cool.
Yeah, she's like, oh. She told her mom's like, I gotta get a bow because I gotta protect it. She started training.
That's the coolest shit.
But they got like this great chemistry. It's hella dope.
All right. I'm about to check it out then for sure.
So they don't even have Hawkeye in the fucking Black Widow movie, which is about like, and that's not even a fucking prequel about her life, which
because that takes place between like Civil War and Endgame.
Yeah, that's weird.
The time frame between Civil War and Endgame though. So
I thought we were gonna get her backstory and all that shit too. But
we did.
I mean, we do. You do.
We mean kind of, but like I thought it was gonna be.
At least they kind of revealed that she has a version of the serum. Because I was thinking that they wouldn't go in that route, but she does in the movies.
She's just a regular human in the comics and shit, right?
No, she has like a less potent version of Super Soldier.
She does. All right, cool.
In the comics,
she's about as old as
she's
Cap
part
is.
of like a whole Russian like fucking
experiment. Yeah,
she's about as old as Cap is.
God damn.
She's like a little bit younger than him.
She just used them moisturizers to her advantage, money. Like, damn. She didn't get put on ice.
In the movie, she's like born in the 80s, so they didn't do that, but like 84, something like that.
Yeah.
But she does have like a version of the serum, That's why she can take so much like hits and everything.
Yes. She is a badass, dude. I thought she was just a regular ass person for like cool man until I found that out.
No, just like
that makes
Russian
sense.
like sleeper cell type shit. Like
right.
Like, I mean, she technically is, but like they also like that's what what's his name is the Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Red Guardian has more of it. He's got more of it than all these fucking Black Widows do because there's like multiple Black Widows. There's
right. It was a whole troop.
He's got more of it, and he even fucking makes jokes about this shit in the movie. He's all like, "Oh yeah, I used to fuck, I used to fuck Captain America up, back in the day." And he's played by the fucking dude from Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah.
And like that, and he's
gonna be in Thunderbolts.
Red Guardian, dope ass character. They all sorts of dope ass characters. They ruined Taskmaster.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
not because they made Taskmaster a woman.
No, it's because they made him a bitch.
Is like a fucking Deadpool type character where they fucking talk a bunch of fucking shit while they're fucking stealing your power, or while they're learning your fucking moves and using them against you and shit.
I think they still fix it. I think they still fix it.
And for a Marvel movie to give Taskmaster no sass at all is fucked up, because like MCU movies give every character a fucking like a sassy comeback type shit, dude. And they made
Taskmaster.
They made this motherfucker not say any words at all.
They can still fix it though, because like the spell or whatever is broken on her, right?
Yeah.
She probably has a personality now, and I imagine they could do something like that.
Hopefully.
Damn, I hope so.
Because they give a character that talks more shit than anybody. Just like they did it with Deadpool back in Wolverine Origins. They gave Deadpool fucking turn him into Baraka.
Which is why Ryan Reynolds was like, "Nah, fuck you." Which, last thing before I go, I'm excited to see the new Deadpool. I want to see that shit. We gotta go see that shit. We gotta go see that shit. That's gonna be great. Those movies have been great.
Have y'all seen the new Deadpool trailers?
Yeah.
I've seen some of them, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Finally got Hugh Jackman.
I'm glad they're not like giving a whole bunch of weight for the movie. They're just like
they are, but they aren't, dude. I think they're only giving the first act away. Like I think that's all they're giving away is the first act.
I don't know. It just brings up this whole thing of like, I like it when I don't have any idea what the movie's going to be about, but I know that it's going to be a movie. It's going to have some of this or that in there, or this character or that character.
Well, let me tell you what this movie's going to be about, dude. Fucking the TVA fucking hijacks Deadpool to save the fucking Marvel universe.
Yeah, and then there's callbacks. Yeah, which is fine, but it's like, we'll see what happens. But all right, y'all, I got to get out.
All right, love you.
Peace.
All right,
y'all, be safe. Get better, Dalen.
All right,
check that shit out.
Hell Cheers. Yeah, dude, get better, Dalen.
I got my water pills. It's working.
Hell yeah, that's
Get the fluid out.
Dude, I wish me and you were recording earlier today because we were fucking cooking. I feel like whenever it was like me and you were talking, we fucking like cooked the hardest.
Yeah, sometimes not what they're recording though.
I know we're never recording when it's just me and you talking. Like
sometimes I don't want everything recorded.
Oh,
I don't know. But
earlier today when we were talking, like we weren't like dropping any like names about anybody. I don't know, like.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like we'll be like cooking on like some subjects type shit, and I'll be like, "God damn it, dude, where the fuck is Tony?" I'm like, I want to hit the record button right now. We're on some shit.
Well, I guess we'll have to try again next week.
Oh my god! I hear my mom yelling about something. If I want to talk more about it, I'm going to have to end the stream because I don't want to expose anything. I'm going to end it.
So I'm going to have to get out anyway.